if you've got a GoPro, you already know how awesome these little cameras are. Now, they do an awesome job for video. However, when it comes to sound, that's a different story. They're frequently not so great. They've got little microphones on the side. They're either covered up by cases when you've got them protected, or even if you don't, they don't pick up sound or volume all that well. So I picked up a new microphone for the GoPro 4, and this is from the Comica brand, which I'm actually a big fan of because they work really well, they're affordable, they have lots of different mounts and everything like that. In fact, I'm using one right now. So the volume that you're hearing is being recorded from a Comica mic. But this one is a little bit different than the one I'm using currently for the camera. This is specifically for the GoPro. So this comes with a little adapter here. It plugs into this side where the USB connector is, and then has the little ball mic. So let's get that unboxed and try it out and see if it's any good. Here is the Comica mic. Like I said, this is the stereo ball video microphone for the GoPro Hero 4. So they do have this in two colors. They have black and silver. I went for black. So let's get this out of the box and take a look. So just like other Comica stuff, this one does come with a little case, which is super nice because honestly, it's nice when you're putting all your gear away for the day or for the weekend and you've got a nice little case to put it in. You know, everything is in there. Open that up and everything is pretty simply laid out here. We've got a small windscreen for it, the actual microphone itself, and the 90-degree adapter. In the hand, the microphone feels really good. It feels really light. It doesn't feel heavy, and I don't think it's going to throw off the balance or anything like that. So let's get that plugged in and find out if it makes any difference. So on the GoPro, on the side, as I mentioned, you've got a USB connector. So go ahead and you just pop that right in there. So it pops in just like that. And then from there, get the microphone and you're all set. So obviously the big question now is, does it make the sound any better on the GoPro? So obviously I'll do a couple talking tests here and then I'll hop outside and see how big of a difference it makes for my voice when I'm outside and figure out if this is something that's worth it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do something here, and I'm going to first try talking. So I'm going to hold the camera and you'll get to see exactly what I'm doing, and you get to see my pretty face, sorry. And then I'll plug in the microphone and keep talking, and we'll compare the sound differences there and see if there's any noticeable difference. So let's go ahead and hit play or record. Just kidding. There we go. I'll go ahead and hit record. All right, so we're doing the video review for the Comica microphone, and obviously I'm just talking like how I normally would. Obviously the Sony camera is picking up volume pretty well, and hopefully the GoPro is picking up my voice, and let's get ready to plug in the microphone and see what happens here. Now for this first one, I am going to stop recording when I plug it in. I don't know if we can plug it in while it's recording and if it'll automatically switch over. So let me get that switched over and we'll find out. All right, so of course now I'm going to go ahead and plug the microphone into the side, and it doesn't really say, because it's a ball microphone, we should be able to have it facing any direction and it should be working well. So now that that's plugged in, let's go ahead and hit record. All right, so now I've plugged in the Comica microphone and you can see it right here plugged in, and maybe my voice is coming in clear, maybe it's muffled, maybe it's silent, who knows? I don't have any indicator on the GoPro of whether or not it's working, but it is plugged in and going. So hopefully this Comica mic is working well with the GoPro. Take a look here just so I can keep talking. Comes with obviously the little zippered bag and the windscreen on here. The only issue that I do see with this Comica mic is that because of the way the design is for the GoPro, it's tough to have a case on your GoPro and have this Comica mic. So this is going to be something for the guys who are doing video blogs or just kind of the run and gun stuff where you don't need a waterproof casing for your GoPro. And obviously you can have the side ports exposed and plugged in with microphones and power and everything else. So they do make frames for the GoPro that you can surround the GoPro and still use all of the GoPro accessories and clamps. So that's obviously going to be something that you want to use if you're going to be setting or setting this up for use whether you're doing videos or skateboard stuff or mounting it on a car. All right, so now that I've done that test, we'll go outside and same thing, I'll do another test and figure out if the microphone picks up my voice better depending on how close or far away I am for it, as you know, well, obviously without it plugged in, and see if there's any difference. And it's recording. I'm going to clap just to sync that up. So obviously the GoPro should be recording me right now, and you should be able to hear my voice. So all right, so now I've got the Comica mic plugged in. Obviously, I don't have the windscreen on because I've got it right here. And if anything, the Comica mic should be picking up my voice better, but because of the breeze, it might be picking up some of the wind noise as well, so hopefully not. And again, a little bit further back, Comica mic is now plugged in and not running anything special on it, just the GoPro plugged in the Comica mic, and hopefully we're getting better sound. And obviously this is with me farthest away again, and I don't know if my voice is being picked up. Sometimes I know when I do these videos, I'm just like this and all you hear is wind noise, or it's just really low or quiet noise, so you don't actually hear me speaking. But Comica mic with no windscreen. So now I've got the Comica mic. I do have the windscreen on there, and we'll see if that's helping to cut down on some of the wind noise, or maybe there wasn't even any wind noise before, but if there was, hopefully this cuts down on it. And of course this is with the Comica mic. This is with the windscreen on the GoPro Hero 4 Black, and just running simple audio, and hopefully we're getting some good audio pickup. And also I'll be doing a comparison. I'll throw in audio from the Sony camera, so that way you can kind of see the differences, and hopefully the Comica mic is picking up my voice a lot better. And of course, this is the last spot that I will be doing the test in, and again, sometimes I do these videos, and because there's so much wind noise, you don't actually hear anything I'm saying. It's just me going with wind, and it sounds really bad. So hopefully the Comica mic solves that and makes it a little bit easier for the people that are running their video blogs using just GoPros, and they just need a really simple, small setup. So the Comica mic with the windscreen installed. Do you think it made any difference? And of course this is with the Comica mic. This is with the windscreen on the GoPro Hero 4 Black, and just running simple audio, and hopefully we're getting some good audio pickup. And also I'll be doing a comparison. I'll throw in audio from the Sony camera, so that way you can kind of see the differences, and hopefully the Comica mic is picking up my voice a lot better. And of course this is the last spot that I will be doing the test in, and again, sometimes I do these videos, and because there's so much wind noise, you don't actually hear anything I'm saying. It's just me going with wind, and it sounds really bad. So hopefully the Comica mic solves that and makes it a little bit easier for the people that are running their video blogs using just GoPros, and they just need a really simple, small setup. So the Comica mic with the windscreen installed.